it's Amaya. So today's video is going to be a look, and it is inspired using the Maybelline Nudes palette. Now I know this palette came out like forever ago, but I never did a look like using just this palette, so I figured why not? So I use this palette a lot, and I'm going to share a few pros and cons of it really quick. One of the pros is that it has this really nice black in it. I like this black a lot because it's not too pigmented to the point where you cannot even use it because it's so black. So this is a really good palette for beginners because those shadows aren't too intense where you can mess up really easily. My favorite shade right here is this one, and it's like this taupey gray color. It's a matte color and it's just so beautiful, and on the eyes it comes up more like brown, and it's just amazing. I love it. I will say some of the cons of this are that the shadows aren't super pigmented. That can be a pro or a con for some people, and the shimmery shades are really chalky. Like this shade right here, it's really chalky. When I swatch it on myself, it's like barely shows up. So those aren't buttery and pigmented, but the mattes are definitely very buttery and pigmented for the most part. They are a tiny bit chalky, but it's not anything too awful. Also, if you like warm tones, you're gonna hate this palette because this is basically all cool tone colors. I like warm tones a lot, but that's why I love this palette, because it gives me the cool tones that I don't have in my other palettes or eyeshadows, because I use all warm tones. So that is of just a few pros and cons for this palette. I believe it's like $11 or $12 or something like that. So it's pretty affordable. It is a little bit on the pricey end for, you only get a little bit of shadows, but I bought it, and I think it was worth it. So yeah. Hey guys! So the first thing I'm going to be doing is cleansing my face with these Equate cleansing pads. These are great acne pads that I use to take off my makeup and to just minimize any acne and oil on my skin. So I'm just going to be putting this all over my face to clean my face. You want to do this if you haven't just cleansed and moisturized your face. And I'm scrubbing, 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 and as you can see, ugh, dirty, yuck. So I'm going to be using this Jouer Daily Repair Treatment Oil, and look, it's so little, it's so cute. So this is just an oil. I'm going to put 2 drops of it and just rub upward on my face. I really love this stuff. It's so awesome, and I'm sorry, I was listening to music and I had to break it down. So now I'm going to also be using this Coola sunscreen slash moisturizer. I love this stuff. I've used it in a tutorial before and I got it in my Ipsy. It's just amazing. It's amazing. So I'm just going to rub this into my skin and break it down some more. So I'm going to be mixing 2 foundations today. I'm mixing my Maybelline Fit Me and then this other foundation that I picked up at Ocean State Job Lot. It's like West 7 or something. If I can find the brand, I'll put it down below, but I can't find it anywhere. Anyways, I'm just going to blend this in with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. I'm just doing this because I really want a nice light coverage of foundation today. Nothing too heavy or too crazy, because I am going to be wearing this out and it is an everyday look. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Master Conceal in light, and then my new Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. And I'm using the Master Conceal because it's more full coverage, and I'm using the Fit Me because it is more illuminating and brightening. Because the Master Conceal is very yellow, but the Fit Me is very light and white. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. It's very late, and I'm doing this really quick because I really want to get this video out for you guys. So yeah. So I'm just going to be highlighting my face, and I always feel the need to do that when I put on my concealer. I don't know what it is. But anyways, again, just blending this in with my complexion sponge. I love this sponge so much. It's a great dupe for the Beauty Blender, and it's just amazing. I love it so much. Yeah, I'm going to be using this a lot today, actually. So now I'm going to be taking my NYX contour palette, and again, using my sponge, I'm mixing the yellow shade and the white shade together and just pressing this in. Instead of using a brush, I find that this makes the powder stay on longer and really presses it into the skin so it doesn't sit on top of the surface. So now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using the Mineral Eyeshadow Primer from e.l.f. and I'm going to be applying this, or blending this in, I mean, with my sponge again. So now I'm taking this brush from my Amazon kit, and I'm mixing this grayish brown shade and this white shade to get a really nice cool tone transition color. I'm just blending this all over all over my crease. I'm not doing anything too precise, just literally blending it all over. So now I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush and just kind of blending everything in. I've discovered this is really awesome for eyeshadow, and I love it a lot. So now I'm mixing that same gray shade with a darker shade and putting this on the outer corners of my eye like so, just kind of in an upward motion, and then going back with that Flawless Concealer Brush and blending in some more. God, I can't talk today. So now I'm taking this dark brownish shade and mixing it with this other shade, which these are almost identical shades. One's just a little bit darker, and I'm using, I think, more of a tapered brush for that. And I'm also going back in with the Flawless Concealer Brush and blending this in. Basically what I'm doing is just taking darker and darker colors and moving more towards the outer corners. So now I'm taking this e.l.f. contour brush and mixing this black and brown to put this on the very outer corner of my eyes, because we are going for a smoky look, but not too smoky, so this black will give us a little bit more dimension in our outer corners. So now that that's all blended in, I'm just going to take my sponge and kind of clean up my edges there so we don't go too far out. Then we'll be taking this matte whitish shade and mixing it with this shimmery white shade, because I didn't want something too shimmery, but I didn't want something too matte either. I wanted the perfect amount of shimmer and matte. So I'm just using an e.l.f. concealer brush to do this. This is my all-time favorite eyeshadow brush. It's just amazeballs. I love it. It's rocking. And I'm just going to take this brush and blend it in so there's no harsh lines. So now I'm going to be taking my NYC liquid liner and just do a thin line. I didn't want to make it too dramatic. You could totally do this with an everyday look. Liner, but I did want a little bit of a liner because this look is pretty smoky. You could totally go without. So whoa! Look at this yellow. I love this mascara so much. This is a falsies mascara from that same W7 or West 7 brand, and I love it so much. Look how long and beautiful it makes my eyelashes look. Like, it's just amazing. However, I don't like it for lower lash, so I'm going in with my Rocket Volume Express Mascara from Maybelline and doing my lower lashes with it. And I love this for my lower lashes. It's just amazing. I am not doing any eyeshadow on my lower lash line because I do not want any extra smokiness on the bottom. So I'm going back in my contour kit and mixing 3 of the contour shades, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. complexion brush to slightly contour / bronze. My contour looks very choppy here. I promise you this is nothing what it looked like when I actually did my makeup for the day, but my camera likes to pick things up all weird and crazy, so I'm very sorry. So I'm just going to blend that all over and then take my sponge again and blend this in. I love using the sponge to blend in powders after I apply them with a brush. It just looks so gorgeous. So I'm taking those white and yellow powders again and just carving out my cheekbones a little bit more. Same with my nose. And just blend that in again. Now time for blush. I'm just using Sweet Retreat by e.l.f. and this buffer brush by Real Techniques to apply just a little bit of blush. I just wanted something cute and flirty and fun. Nothing too, like, crazy. And then again, of course, my pathetic e.l.f. highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. I'm just applying this with my small taper brush like always. I'm applying it on my cheekbones, over my eyebrows, on my chin, and then also a little bit on my nose and upper lip as well. So now I'm going to be taking this ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Cookie, and I'm just going to be applying this for a nice nude lip. You could totally go with something red if you wanted to make this into more of a nighttime look, but for a daytime look, I just really like these brown pinky mattes with this look. It just offsets the cool tones so beautifully. I'm going to take NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Tokyo just to set, quote unquote, set this lipstick, because it doesn't really change the color too much. Setting this look, and that's it, guys. I hope you guys like this makeup look, and I'll see you. Bye! follow me on Instagram, you know why I love this song. Comment down below if you know why I love this song. Like a street light, it's still early out in Cali, baby, don't you wanna rally? Flood a road with no man, lay back in the slow lane, sky dropping you back too. Now I on your loving got me buzzing like a street light, buzzing like a street light. Jeans in a ball cap, thinking that you're all that, and I'm thinking the same. This playing gets me thinking about your baby and the way you roll. So let's put down. I always mess up that lyric. I always want to say move instead of roll. So today's video is going, although this is not a good palette that want to buy a good drugstore palette that, I'm making no sense. Shooting shotgun, hands out the window, got my toes up on the dash, nothing but fields on the wheels, just slinging red mud. I like the way you